Here we are guys, double up the onions, double up the taste. This is my version of chicken dopiaza. Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome to Backyard Chef, I'm Rick. Today we're going to make chicken dopiaza. One of my favourite curries. Dopiaza means two onions, so cooked two different ways. So it starts with the onions. Let's show you how to cook the onions and pre-cook the veg to make this a quick dish. Let's do this. Right guys, all we want to do with our onions, we just need to cut this into chunks. So we have some chunks. Okay, and then what we're going to do is just loosely split them and drop them in a bowl. So we want some chunks of onions in here. Okay, so this is the easiest way to get your chunks of onions. Split them up, and then they're quite square. So that's our chunks of onions. And then what we need to do then guys, we need to take another onion, and what we're going to do is thinly slice this. So thinly slice this across. Okay, now just take your time if you're not used to slicing onions. Okay, and then all we're going to do is put that in our bowl too. All we're going to do is put that in a separate bowl, because what we're going to do, we're going to actually cook the onions two different ways to make our dopiaza. Okay, so nice and steady, just cut through your onions, and then we have these slices that we're going to fry. So that's our onions. We got some square onions, we got some sliced onions. Okay, so we want to take a little bit of red pepper, not much, and we want to cube this as well. So we want a couple of cubes of red pepper. That could be too much actually. So cube that up and we put that in a bowl too. So this is going to be our veg. A little bit of green pepper. In our bowl. And we might as well have a bit of yellow pepper at the same time. So a nice little bit of yellow pepper cubed up and in our bowl. So what we'll have, we got a little bit of veg in there, look guys. We got some cubed up peppers, we got some cubed up onions. So all we need to do now is take some tomato, and what we want to do is quarter the tomato. So just quarter the tomato and put that in our bowl with our veg. Now I'm going to quarter another tomato because I'm making two portions of curry. Put that in there. Okay guys, for a dopiaza, what we're going to do is a little bit of oil in the pan. Okay, and we're going to pre-cook our vegetables, quick stir fry and then steam them. Get your flame on, grab a spoon. Right, now this is going to be a very quick pre-cook on the vegetables, okay? It's very easy. Now what we're going to do is quickly stir fry our onions and our tomatoes and peppers. So this is going to be a very, very quick stir fry. Now all we're trying to do is guys, is give these a little pre-cooking, warm them all through, and then we'll put them in a bowl, put a lid on and steam them. And that will be our pre-cooked veg for our curry. what we'll do by doing it this way, guys, we're going to achieve a nice sort of cooking on the outside, but it will be crunchy on the inside. So by doing the onions this way in here, we're going to end up with like a soft onion, and then we're going to fry some onions. So that's going to give us two different onion tastes in our curry. You know, if you've time to do this, which is only a couple of minutes, it's well worth it. Okay, flame off. That is our veg stir fried. So what we'll do, we'll put that bowl on there just for the sake of the camera and tipping it in here. And just tip all our veg in. Okay. Nice and easy. And then what we'll do, guys, to steam this is we're going to put a lid on. So just put the lid over and put it to one side. And then what we need to do now is we need to go in with a little bit more oil, turn on the heat and whack it up, because what we're going to do is stir fry these onions until they're brown. So in with the onions. And what we need to do, we need to add a pinch of sugar, and it will actually help the onions caramelize down, turn brown a little bit quicker, and have that nice sweet onion paste. So in with a little bit of sugar. Now we're not bothered if this browns up and has a little bit of blacking on there. That's absolutely fine, because that's what we're trying to achieve with these onions. So let's get the onions in there, let's get them all stirred round, let's get them browned off. So there we are, guys, we've got a little bit of brownness going on there. And we've got that nice onion smell, which I absolutely love. Oh. Give me a hot dog. Oh. Right, there we go, guys. Turn off the heat. We don't want all that oil that's left in there, but that can be used for actually cooking our curry, because that obviously that's onion oil. So take out our cooked onions. So that's our onions in there, ready for our curry. Right, guys, change pans. You don't have to change pans if you don't want, but with this being a wok, it's black. So just use our onion oil. Put a little bit more oil in there. Right, guys, on with some heat. Get some heat going in there. We want to be going in with some garlic. So get some garlic in there. Give your garlic a little whiz round. Now, of course, you can use as much garlic, or you can even use ginger and garlic if you so wish. But I like to use just garlic for dopiaza. And then we want to go in with our spices, guys. And that is a little pinch of methi, only a little bit. Okay, just give that a quick stir in. And then in with our chili powder. In with our garam masala. And in with our mixed powder. Just get that in there, in that oil. What we're doing, guys, we're blooming the spices, as you already know. So we need to cook them in that oil. And then we want to go in with about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. So get that in there, stir it all in. And then what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go in with a ladle of base gravy. Maybe it's a little bit more. Get that in there. Loosen everything off the bottom of the pan. Now you don't have to, you know, just nice and steady. It will lift off the bottom of the pan anyway. Ooh-wee. That chili's giving some aroma out of there. Ooh-wee. So just make sure we cook our spices out, guys, in there. Now we've already bloomed the spices in the oil, so we've already cooked it out and taken out the oils of the spices into the oil before adding the tomato puree. If you cook your spices and chuck the tomato puree in straight away, you steam in the spices, okay? Now there's many schools of thought on that, but I like to bloom my spices in the oil, add the tomato puree, stir it all in. Okay, it starts to cling at the little bit at the bottom of the pan. You add the base gravy, loosen it up. Everything's cooked and bloomed properly. And as you can see in the bottom of this pan, nothing is stuck in the bottom of this pan. We've got this lovely, thick, aromatic, spicy base. Okay, so what we need to do now, guys, we need to add our pre-cooked chicken. In fact, we'll add it all. How's that? It's only 2 chicken breasts. We'll add the lot. Okay, just stir it in there, and then we can make a double portion of curry. Don't worry about it. So get that warmed up in there. And as always, guys, in with a little bit more base gravy. Work it in around your chicken. And as always, the smell out of the pan is absolutely amazing. So in with a bit more base gravy. So get your base gravy in there, stir it in. Now don't forget, I am making a double portion here, guys. Oh. Okay. Now our veg is pre-cooked already. So just let this warm the chicken back through in here and cook down a little bit before adding this veg. Now this veg will have a little bit of fluid in there too. Don't worry about it, we'll put it all in there because it will all get cooked down. So we've got a nice Dopiaza sauce going on there already. So in with our veg. Now this veg is pre-cooked. So in it goes. And in with our fluid from the sauce. Quick stir. Now because you've taken the time to pre-cook this veg, this curry is virtually done. So a couple of minutes, and then what we need to do, guys, we need to go in with our coriander. So get our coriander and put our coriander in there. Stir it all around, stir it through. Now of course you can actually dress up with coriander at the end, that's up to you. Okay, so we have actually got two lots of onions in there actually. We've got the onions from the base and we've got these onions. Okay, we've got these onions in here already. But now we add our fried onions. So add our fried onions in there. And that takes this to another level. Stir them all in. Now what you can do, if you want to be really posh and serve up some posh nosh, hold some of those onions back and you can put those onions on the top of your curry. And a little bit of coriander. There you go, guys, chicken dopiaza made. Turn off the flame. All we got to do now is serve it up. Just look at that, guys. Absolutely amazing. And the smell that's coming out of here is incredible. Oh. Amazing, absolutely amazing, guys. You can taste the caramelized onions in there coming through with the normal onions and the curry sauce and the chicken. Obviously we've got the veg. It is absolutely delicious. That is really good. Now guys, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends. Catch you next time.